What up guys, my name's Dart and welcome to a very special episode of my Just Visiting series. Now for the last week or so I've been hanging out in a clan called Vegan War. I bumped into these guys on the Supercell forums and I found one of their members. I shot him a message because for about the last 6 months or so I've been vegan. And it never occurred to me that there would be vegan clans in Clash. So when I found this chap, I sent him a message, and he said come on over. And when I got here, I found that they are one of the friendliest and nicest clans I've ever met in Clash. And then I had a quick look at their war log, and I found this. So virtually every single war of theirs, they've got up over 90% total destruction. Now there are top war clans that don't have destruction like this. So that's pretty impressive, and they only have 2 losses on the entire log. So I thought I'd give you guys a quick introduction to them and show you a few of their attacks. So we're going to start off with a war that I joined against a clan called Desert Hunger X, and I should also give them a shout out. I've actually popped by their clan after the war to say well done. This was a wicked war. It's a lot of fun. It finished 70-70. Vegan War won on percentage, but it was so much fun. So we're going to have a look at one attack from this war by this guy. Now he's a member of Vegan War. His name's Bob, and he's big into his redheads. So this is going to be a Go Varho attack, and he hits this base fresh. Now fresh attacks are always better than clean-up ones, because if you can clear a base first try, then that's pretty impressive. And he destroys this TH10. The design is probably about 6 months old, maybe even a bit more now. I put a similar one up on my channel a while ago, but he's hitting it from the east side over here, and he's got a nice wide funnel. Now right there he sent in his wall breakers, and that Tesla popped up from behind the wall and killed all of them, so he immediately has to redirect. So he's thinking on his feet here. He waits until the wall opens and then sends in his Valks. He's got the golem in the center. The other golem doesn't go inside, which is a bit of a shame. That's the one downside of having quite such a wide funnel, but you do make certain that nothing's going to go walking. So the heroes are definitely going to go into the core. He's got 2 jumps and 2 heals. Now those are specifically for the Valks. So there they head straight for the enemy queen. They're still under the heal, and take her out very quickly. Make short work of the queen. And then he's got a second jump. So that jump took him into the core. The second jump is to take him out, and there it goes. Now both heroes are in the core. They're doing work at the moment. And in go the hogs. Now he's going to deploy the hogs surgically. Surgical hogs is a way of describing the method of deployment. So you put the hogs in 2s and 3s, and you target them on defences. Basically that means that they avoid things like double giant bombs, and mostly they avoid spring traps too. It's a very efficient way of deploying hogs. I've actually got a guide on how to do it, so I'll put that up on the screen now. And as you can see, Bob's army is on a victory lap through the base at this stage. They've just eviscerated the thing. The enemy hound hasn't popped yet. He took 2 poison spells in case it was a dragon in the CC, but he ends up using the poison spells here just to clean up the pups. As I say, one of the difficult things about doing a fresh attack is you don't know what's in the enemy CC, so you have to really bring those poisons as insulation, because if it's a dragon, then it can mess up your raid. And yeah, brilliant work. Really good raid by Bob. Good stuff. The way Vegan War works is it's all coordinated by their leader, a guy called Nitka, and before the war he assigns everyone a base to hit first off, and he picks them based on what he thinks they're capable of 3-starring, and he's very good at it, because they really don't miss much. So a large part of their success is down to the organisation that he and the rest of the co's that they bring to the clan. Now this was the second war that I was part of. They ran through this clan. The enemy didn't really stand a chance. Now I'll tell you what. Let's have a look at my raid first. So this was on my defensive start character. I jumped up from the number 30 to hit the number 4 base. This is probably the heaviest Town Hall 10 I've hit so far, but it has a big weakness. Well, the heaviest one I've hit on my defensive character anyway. The weakness, obviously, is that the air defences are just hanging out down there. So I'm going to use my heroes to take out one. The queen's going to sneak in under the cover of her royal cloak, and like an assassin in the night, she's going to take out that air defence for me. Obviously, I'm going to do a penta because it's the only attack I've got unlocked on this character. So that's that done. And now here come the loons. Now, the problem with the pathing on this base was that mortar just there. So I sent in 3 balloons early with a haste spell, just to take out that mortar and the cannon. And then nice widespread on the hounds. We wanted them wide so that they would they'd distract as many defences as possible. Now we've got the queen over here on the right hand side. She's in a bit of an awkward spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for that second hound to explode and then hit the tome there. What that does is that makes the pups invincible for a second or two, and that's long enough for them to take out the enemy queen. And basically, once she's dead, it's game over from here. We've got both Infernos down. The 5th hound is coming in down the bottom just to occupy that last air defence. And as you can see, there is quite a lot of overkill. So, yeah, we've got, what, 10, 12 loons left. Even Grandpa's still full health, so that'll keep him happy. He can go back to gardening as soon as we finish the raid. So yeah, that's another way of using Penta against a Town Hall 10. As I say, the having the ability, Grandpa's ability, it does help because it acts sort of like a second freeze spell, or in my case, a first freeze spell. I haven't actually unlocked anything but the level 1 freeze yet. So as soon as I get that maxed, then I'm going to see if I can take out some Town Hall 11s. Now let's watch an attack by the dude, who, apart from having a name which is a reference from one of my favourite movies, The Big Lebowski, is one of the coolest guys in the clan. Really, really welcoming, really friendly, and of course, vegan. So here he's going to hit this base, and if you're able to 3-star a Town Hall 10 as a Town Hall 10, that is, these days, that's a massive advantage in war. Because 3-starring at Town Hall 9 has become demonstrably easier since the update due to the extra dark spell, those players that are able to 3-star at Town Hall 10 are now worth their weight in gold, because oftentimes Town Hall 10 3-stars are what separates clans. So this was a really important raid. Vegan were lucky; they've got some very high quality Town Hall 10s and Town Hall 11s who are able to 3-star, so that makes a big difference. And in comes the hounds. So first off, he used his heroes a bit like I did, to take out an air defense. He also managed to get the enemy queen, which is really important if you're doing a Laloon attack. And then in come all of the balloons behind. So you can see the way he's using those hounds to cover for the balloons. Now on this side, he put the hound in down here. I'd probably have sent her in over here so that the hound could have tracked all the way across the base and just covered those balloons first. But it works out well. He ends up moving through the base easily. And then this is the clever bit of the raid, because he's taking on that Inferno tower, the multi-Inferno first. So he uses the rage on that one, because the multi-Inferno is the danger. The single target, that isn't too much of an issue, because a big group of balloons, they can usually get close enough to it to kill it, because it takes it longer to get through the big clump of loons. There were 2 hounds that made it into the core. That was one of them down. This expo takes a little bit of time to get through because the hit points on it are so high, but it's not going to save him. We've got that one hound that's about to go down. That goes down, but there's still that clutch balloon left, and that is 3 stars. So brilliant attack by the dude, and as I say, those are the kinds of attacks which win wars these days. Good stuff. Now we're going to have a look at one more attack, and that one is by a guy called Frank. Where are we? Here we go. Frank is the kind of guy that when I go travelling to new clans, I love to meet, because he's the type of clasher that you only ever have to give him a piece of advice once, and then he's got it. It's in, and he's going to use it to make himself a better clasher. And I love those kinds of guys, because basically that's what I try to do. I try to take in new information and assimilate it and get better with it. So whenever I meet guys like that while I'm travelling, I always know that we're going to get on. We're going to get on pretty well. And Frank is, I mean, you can just see how good he is already and how good he's going to get, because he's got 2 accounts in Vegan War, and he's 3-starred about 90% of the attacks I've seen him do. He's a smart guy, and he's only going to get better. So this is a cool attack. He hits this base. This is an internet base actually. It's called Cyanide, and yeah, he just obliterates it. He takes it apart. But this is the other reason why whenever I see people using Go Wipe at Town Hall 9, I sort of sigh, because in comparison to this attack, there's just no comparison. You can't think to use a Go Wipe when you can take a base apart this quickly. And of course, Go Wipe hits a wall in Town Hall 9. Once the walls all get up to Lego, you can't 3-star with it consistently anymore. And Hogs, they don't really care about your walls. So we've got 2 heal spells left over. Pops the heal spells down. His golems jump straight into the core. That's obviously the big weakness of this base. Absorbs the giant bomb there, but it doesn't matter. He's got the heal spell still down. He absorbs the last one, but it doesn't matter because there's no more defenses. Game over. So that's Vegan War. I hope you guys liked the video. I am travelling around a lot at the moment, so if you want me to come and visit your clan, then drop a comment below this for me to come leave me the clan tag as well, and I'll see if I can swing by. And before I go, I would like to give a big shout out not only to Vegan War, but to the entire vegan community in Clash, because I love what you guys do, and keep it up. And if you'd like to join Vegan War, obviously you have to be vegan. If you're not, then make sure you say hi to them if you bump into them in Clash. And until the next time, folks, happy clashing.